Looking into the rest of the exhibition, was there one artifact or something in there that really stood out to you, and why?
Ooh, gosh, I think it's a bit boring to say because it's the one that they used for the marketing, but the tomb mask for Ramses in its gold, just seeing it in person right there was absolutely extraordinary. And you can see why it's such a captivating image. It's a bit like, the Tutankhamun one. But obviously we're so familiar with the Tutankhamun one, it doesn't really have an effect on you in the same way. Whereas I feel like that Ramses one, I hadn't seen it before. And just to be up against it was incredible. Just to stand right there and just look straight at it. You really got a sense of the kind of awe and the terror of the whole thing. I mean, imagine putting that together, burying that. I mean, it's just an amazing thing.
Yeah, because also when you look at the detailing on some of the things as well, like you look at it and obviously you know in your brain that it's thousands of years old. But at the same time, you look at the amount of detail and even just the craftsmanship of it as well, and you think it doesn't feel real in a way when you're sat face to face with something like that, and you think like someone over 3,000 years ago was sat down making this, and it's been preserved
the
to
craftsmanship,
this level of detail. It's absolutely incredible.
No, extraordinary. And speaking of craftsmanship, I think some of my favourite stuff was the jewellery. There was a whole jewellery room. And that was extraordinary to see the lapis lazuli, the black obsidian, pink granite. I mean, all these incredible precious stones used and delicately crafted. I mean, Hatton Garden, eat your heart out. It was, the craftsmanship was just incredible.
Yeah, well, because I think there was one artifact that I saw. I can't remember if it was like a bracelet almost, but it was how the pharaoh had his seal. So obviously, like, in history, lots of rulers would have a stamp or something that they could stamp on wax to seal letters and things. Yeah. But he had this bracelet which had a stone on it that was like a roller stone, and it would, I guess, press into like clay or like more malleable kind of materials, and it would stamp in his hieroglyph into it.
Yeah,
which
I thought you're just walking around just stamping stuff with your bracelet,
just rolling your arm along the wall, basically.
Here.
Just be like, yeah.
That's the ultimate graffiti, isn't it? Like, I was here, just stamping your name everywhere.
Doesn't matter that you built like literally half of the city that you're walking through. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to actually say that you were there. That's
because who's gonna know? Who's gonna know if you don't put your name on it?
Yeah, it's like the ancient Egyptian version of like finding wet cement and putting your hands on it.
Like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah, he's just putting his name on everything. Those next pharaohs, they're going to be taking credit, aren't they? So he's got to make sure.
Yeah, they weren't the most humble guys of all time, really, were they? Like
no, somehow. Yeah, I think all that jewellery, they're like the rappers of their day, really, weren't they?
Was it really iced out?
Yeah, exactly. Iced out is the word.
Thing is that they had to really just show off their status. Like it wasn't enough being the god emperor or like being
exactly.
god on earth. I mean, I suppose by that period they actually weren't. They were more like, we're still better than you, but.
Yeah, they were more connected to their people. They sort of showed that they cared about their people, and they needed to politically as well. They needed to show that they cared because the people were becoming more kind of politically aware. So they needed to present themselves as legitimate rulers as well as just.
They did also have to kind of dunk on their citizens a little bit.
Yeah,